Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to iGyaan. My name is Bharat and today we're talking about the iPhone 17e. Now, this phone has been priced at an interesting price. A lot of you know it, a lot of you don't. But for that price, is this phone something that you should get? And who is this phone for actually? Is this a good phone? Is it at a good price? Let's try and figure it out in this video. So let's quickly get started. So size-wise, the iPhone 17e is just slightly smaller than the iPhone 17, which was the base phone for this year. But this is now the cheapest or the most affordable iPhone that you can get from Apple this year. Of course, you can pick up previous models for a lower price or you can get some deals on them. But officially, directly from Apple, the iPhone 17e is the cheapest phone that you can get. Now, it does have the new ceramic shield 2 on the front, which I think is fantastic. And you also get IP68 on the phone, so it does have that protection at this price bracket, which is fantastic. This is basically, if you look at with all intents and purposes, this is basically a cheaper iPhone 17. Instead of looking at it as an affordable iPhone, look at it as a cheaper iPhone 17 because you've got mostly similar things, but there are some things that are missing. So while the display is smaller at 6.1 inches, it is still an OLED display, but you're not getting ProMotion. So you're not getting 120 Hertz, you're getting 60 Hertz of refresh rate. And that might be problematic for a lot of people who have been using 120 Hertz, but it'll be great for people who are getting this as a B phone. It'll be great for people who are buying an iPhone for the first time. If you're buying a smartphone for the first time, or if you're buying it for an elderly person, 60 Hertz is good. It's not the best, but it's good. And for this price, you're also getting a notch on the display, which is something that I think Apple could have gotten rid of, but they chose not to. And you're also getting lesser brightness or lesser peak brightness, lesser HDR capability. So while the iPhone 17 can max out at about 3000 nits, this goes to about 1200 nits. You do get ceramic shield 2 on the front, but on the back you just have colored glass. And if you do want ceramic shield on the back, you have to go all the way to Pro phones, which is basically if you buy two iPhone 17es, I don't think you'll still have enough money to buy an iPhone 17 Pro. So from that perspective, a good deal. You also get MagSafe this time around, finally. And what's also happened is that the base storage is now 256 gigabyte, which I think for a lot of people is more than enough. Again, we are looking at categories which are not Pro users. If you're a Pro user, you're already not looking at this as your phone. You're already using an iPhone as your primary phone. If you're a creator, you use an iPhone for creating, and you're sick and tired of getting phone calls on the same phone and you're looking for a B phone, then this is a great B phone because it does the same quality of video as well as photography on the camera, even though it's a single camera. But then your main phone can be used for shooting, and then you can have your SIM cards in this phone and use this as your phone and that as your creation phone. I'm just saying that there are some options that you can choose from. But overall, it's got a good form factor. It's lightweight at 169 grams, nice. And it is also fairly sleek. And because of the finish of the back glass, it feels really comfortable in the hand. Now, I haven't put on any screen protectors this year on any of my iPhones, not the 17, not the 17 Pro, or even my main phone, which is the Pro Max. And that's because Ceramic Shield 2 is one of the best things that Apple has introduced on smartphones. It is a really tough display glass. So for a lot of people, this is the fact that this comes with Ceramic Shield 2 is a big advantage because I think you'll damage your phone before you can damage the glass. And that says a lot if you're somebody who uses their phone for basically moving around all the time. You're not going to damage the glass very easily. Another thing that makes the 17e useful, according to me, is the MagSafe capability. Now, I use my MagSafe wallet all the time. So for people who like to use a MagSafe wallet, this will be great for that. But also, again, if we go back to our whole concept of creators using this for themselves, then you can attach a power bank, or you can also attach, now you can get SSDs that you can attach and connect into the USB port. Or you can also attach this to a MagSafe mount if you're a creator. So you can put this on a tripod which has a MagSafe. So it's easy to attach and detach. You don't have to finagle with the clamps and all. So we find that really useful. So MagSafe comes in handy for all of those things. Plus now you get faster wireless charging because of that, because you get the Qi 2 standard, which does require the magnets to hold the wireless charger in place. And you get better efficiency for wireless charging as well. So those features definitely improve upon the usability of the E series phones, and it's a big add-on. Like the Ceramic Shield 2 MagSafe is a big add-on that you can get, also making this a slightly cheaper iPhone 17. So you're also getting a single camera at the back. You're getting the same camera at the front that you do on a regular phone, and also the same main camera at the back. What's missing is any kind of telephoto or any kind of ultra wide. You do get a 2x zoom inside the camera itself. So if I had to go into a 2x zoom, and you get a really high quality image with that. For video, you're getting 4K at 60, which is great on both cameras. So again, from that creator perspective, you want to use this as a B cam, you can. You want to use this as your first phone for creation, you can actually do that, because it also does feature all the creator features. So you do have audio mix in the video, so you can get really good AI focused audio, which works really well. In fact, here is a sample of what that sounds like. Hey guys, welcome to iGyaan. Today we're checking out the audio recording capabilities of the iPhone 17e. But more importantly, this phone is capable in terms of creation. So if you're doing video work, photography, even though you're doing all of that from a single camera, you're getting a really good capable chip with the A19 on the inside, and you're getting a really good camera on the back, which does process colors very naturally, and you get good overall video output. One of the best video cameras in this price bracket that you can pick up. Also, you're getting a lot of customization. You can download the Final Cut camera, you can download Blackmagic camera for video, you can download lots of apps for photography, including the whole Adobe suite, to get much better control over your images as well as video. The iPhone 17 was my favorite phone of this year, and I've recommended this to, I think, over 100 people, and all of them have come back and really liked the iPhone 17. The 17e is going to be a cheaper version of that. It starts at $64,900, where I think the price should have been in the 50s, like it is in the US. So $599 is what they've priced it at in the US. But with the rupee dollar exchange rate and the taxes that you add on top of it, $64,900 is not that far apart from the $599 price. So if you add taxes, about 10% taxes on top of that, we come approximately very close to it. Our taxes are about 18%. So if you can claim a GST input, plus if you can use the bank offers. So when it came out on Amazon, you were getting $2,500 approximately off. And we'll have links to that in the description below as well, so you can go check it out. But you can save a lot of money if you claim the GST input, if you claim some bank offers, you can get this for around 50-ish after all of those discounts. And once things go on sale, you will have an opportunity to possibly buy this phone. It's basically had a lot of stock limitations since it was launched. So we've not seen it stably available for a long time. But we are expecting things to go on sale in a few months. So once this goes on sale, this will be available for the sub 70,000 price, I feel. So 69 something or maybe 70 is what you will get the iPhone 17 for. And then at that time, the 17e would be even cheaper. So you have to choose where your price budget is. If you want a phone urgently and your price range is in the 60 to 65,000 rupee price bracket, then this is a good option. Of course, if you're on the Android side of things, there are lots of options over there and you can choose from them. But if you're looking for an iPhone, you don't care about the 60 Hertz, you don't really care about a single camera on the back. It is a very capable camera, but if you don't care about those things, this is a really good phone. It has a really powerful chip. It has a good camera with lots of capabilities, really good feature set overall, great Wi-Fi connectivity, great 5G connectivity. So all of those things are great. Speakers are great. Microphone is fantastic, and then you get all of those noise cancellation features inbuilt. If you decide to get any of the accessories, AirPods or Apple Watch, this works really well with all of those. So it's a great device, especially if you're considering it as a first phone for a college kid, as a first iPhone for somebody, as a second phone for a creator, or even as a first phone for a new creator. All of those things will play into place. I think it's a good phone. Price should be a little bit better. What it is missing is the fact that it has a notch. It doesn't have a 120 hertz display. That's pretty much the main missing things. And then of course the cameras. So those things are missing. And if you do care about those things, then you're not even in the right place watching this video. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, smash like, hit subscribe, and we'll be posting a lot more content in the coming days. I know we've been missing for a while. We'll be addressing that in a video coming soon as well. So stay tuned for all of that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.